Hey guys, today I have a get ready with me video using the brand new Lorac Pro 2 palette that I recently reviewed on my channel and I am totally in love with. Alright, we are getting started with the face. I am priming with a little bit of L'Oreal's Miracle Blur, and then I'm moving straight into foundation using Nars' Sheer Glow in Barcelona and just evenly applying it all over my face using a dampened beauty blender. We are going to move on to priming our eyelids, and I'm using the anti-aging primer from Decay and 2 fingers to pat it in everywhere from your lash line up to your brow bone. Now we are taking the shade Beige from the Lorac Pro 2, and I am just using my fingertips and I am pressing this all over the lid, into the crease, and almost all the way up to the brow bone. Alright, we are going to take the shade Rose and just press this into the middle part of the lid, and that's where you want the color to be the most intense. So you can take your other fingertip that doesn't have any of the rose pigment on it and blend things out around the edges. Now we are going to take the shade Light Brown and a fluffy crease brush and gently blend this into the lid. You want to blend the color slowly, you don't want a lot of pigment here. We just want to create a slight shadow and a little bit of edge around our eyelid. So you see that I'm using a really light touch, but I am taking my time and literally blending forever. We are ready to line our eyes, and I'm using the Supercat liner from Soap & Glory in black, and I am starting on the actual lash line instead of the edge, which I normally start on the edge and create the triangle and do that whole thing and fill it in, but I'm wanting more of an extended line than an actual triangular cat eye. So I'm going to extend the line upward toward the end of my brow and gently fill it in. I'm not creating a very thick line on the flip or wing of that liner. It's just like one long swooping type of a line. And I think it looks really feminine and pretty and is a little bit softer for this type of a look. We're going to take the shade Cool Gray and a tiny tapered crease brush, or you could use a flat shadow brush if you like, and just get the very edge of the outer part of the crease. So you don't want to fan this color too far in, and when you do fan it in to blend things out, just be really light. You're not aiming to get color everywhere, you just really want to accentuate the outer part of the eye and accentuate that winged liner. And then with a clean crease brush, you're going to blend everything together and make it as seamless and airbrushed looking as possible. And blend out the edges yet again. Alright, we are taking the shade Snow and we are just really delicately placing this on the inner part of the eye. You don't want to get too carried away here. You just want to use a light touch and add a little bit of shimmer on the inner corner of the eye to open things up. We are now going to take Catrice Cosmetics Concealer, and this is very new and very special to me because I can't buy Catrice Cosmetics here in the States. It was sent to me from a subscriber, so thank you so much. I'm using this underneath the eye and blending it in with a beauty blender. Pretty typical. And now we are going to move straight into highlighting the face. I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just applying this to the high points of my cheek, forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and the chin, and once again busting out the beauty blender and blending away. This just creates some nice highlight to the face and adds a little shape and definition without doing any crazy sculpting. Now I am going to highlight the top parts of my cheek and up towards the temple. This is from Cargo. This is a cream highlight and it's really beautiful. It is more intense than a powder, so a little bit goes a long way, but I wanted a very glowy look to go with this eye look. And here's my Coty Airspun. This is what happens when you get bored filming inserts. Alright, we are pressing that in with my beloved velour puff and just getting rid of some of the shine. Now I'm going to take bronze from the Lorac Pro to Go and bronze up my face. I'm not doing any heavy contouring, I am just adding a little bit of color to my skin and a little bit of warmth. And now it's time to rosy up my cheeks, and I am using a little bit of blush from Makeup Geek. This is the shade Spellbound, and I have a full-on hot or not tomorrow, so come back for that. We are now moving on to brows, where I spend the majority of my time fussing. I like to start with a little bit of clear brow wax and then move on to a lighter blonde-ish pencil. This is from Anasatasia. It is the shade Ash Blonde. And I take my time here. This is probably where I spend the majority of my time. Alright, enough with the brows. We are curling our lashes, moving straight into a little mascara, and I am using the Dior Show Curling Mascara. This is a new one for me, and I am absolutely in love with it. It really, really does hold a curl, which is great because we are going to be using false lashes. Last little step here for the eyes, I am lining my waterline with some nude liner, and then we are moving into the fabulous Esqido Lashes. I love these eyelashes so much. They are actually easy enough to apply that I can do it on camera, which for those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know that's a big deal. Alright, I am going to line my lips with Nougat Crisp from Gosh, and then I'm moving into some of my all-time favorite lipstick from P2. I don't even know what shade this is, but I will list all the makeup below in the description box. I'm smoothing that out with my fingertips, and then I'm taking one of my favorite glosses, Love Nectar from MAC. This just makes you look like you have fuller lips than you do, which is kind of my thing. I like looking like I have full lips. So we are done with the makeup. We are setting everything in with a little Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. And that is the finished look. I am so sorry that I did not get more close-ups of the makeup. My camera kind of went haywire. And P.S. I wanted to add in there that I did add some black liner along my lash line to disguise the glue. It didn't dry down clear, and I wanted to add that disclaimer to you all. Alright, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time.